Hey, Craig here. In this video I'm going to be going over the replacement of a capacitor for a Wallpack light. This is a 175 watt metal halide. I put a bulb in the fixture earlier and it went back out, so now I'm going to go up and change it. All right? Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of anything that's going to get in my way. I'll pull that out later. Bulb's kind of hot, so I'll take that out with my gloves on. I'm moving everything out of the way that could possibly be in my way, because I'll be doing this live. Which is not a good thing to do if you don't know what you're doing. So I would suggest turning power off, but okay, now the first thing I'm going to want to do here is cut power to the capacitor, which is right here. And immediately cap it off and move it out of the way. Whenever I work on anything live, that's the first thing I do, is move it out of the way. A little more light there. Okay, and then I'm going to double check to make sure that there's no power there. Okay, look good. We'll disconnect. The lead going to the socket. Pull out the old capacitor. As you can see here, it's actually bulged right there. So this has basically exploded. So, or not exploded, but bulged. So I'm gonna pull these off and reuse them. This is a 175 watt metal halide. It really shouldn't be in a fixture this small. The components just tend to wear out faster because of the heat in here. It's also Arizona. I'm not sure if that plays a part of it, but grab my new capacitor here. to make sure that these go on tight. Sometimes you have to like bend them a little to make sure that they're tight, but still looks pretty good. Screw back in there. Get that tight so it doesn't move. All right. You notice I didn't discharge this capacitor. Lighting capacitors have an internal resistor that discharges them when you disconnect them. So I don't have to worry about being shocked like that. I'll reconnect these wires. I always have a pouch full of screws, wire nuts. I got this at Home Depot, a bag. Looks like I'll have to restrip these. Tuck that one in the back to keep it away from the reflector. And I'll reconnect this. This is probably around 250 volts, 260 volts or so. Unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend doing this live like I am. But I've been doing it for many, many years. I get bit every once in a while, but the trick is not to get bit the wrong way. Alright. Make sure those are back out of the way. With the heat inside this fixture, even with high temperature wires like those, they can stick to the reflector and melt eventually and burn up. I believe those are only rated for 105 Celsius. And put the bulb back in. Alright. Put this back on. So you get a better idea of the size of this fixture. If this fixture was twice the size, came out to about here like a pole light head with the same wattage, the capacitors would never go bad, or rarely go bad. They just make them smaller and smaller, and the components inside just overheat. Go back down. Okay, there it is. I'll just wait a few minutes and wait for it to come up to full brightness. All right. Okay, well, you can see it's come up to full brightness. In fact, since it's got a new capacitor, it's brighter than other lights in the area because the microfarad is the correct microfarad. A lot of capacitors will start degrading and get dimmer and dimmer. They won't be completely bad, but they won't be quite as bright. So, but a Wallpack with a brand new bulb and brand new capacitor is pretty bright. All right, that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave any comments, and please subscribe. All right, bye.